Hello and welcome all prospective listeners back to the Redeye Airwaves podcast, where we review Fallout Equestria Murky number 7. Today we'll be talking about Chapter 7, Behind Closed Doors, and this is Episode 6. I'm joined by fellow co-speakers Yos, Colt slash Icy, Kairos, and Chewy Rules, who has now been freed from being eaten by a horde of ghouls.
I wasn't being eaten, I was just trapped.
I was putting my bets on Ethan.
And the ghouls also destroyed your headset, but thankfully we were able
Oh yeah,
to
they
fix that
they
just in
destroyed my
time.
headset. They gave me a terrible toothache for like 2 weeks straight. I think they ruined the economy. They fucked my wife. That's also all my woes. That's what I'm saying.
Sounds like excuses to me.
All right, so initial thoughts. What did everyone think about? Well, kind of like at the start. How are we feeling about the vault escapade?
It was a bit
Uh,
short, honestly.
A
I
bit
thought it
short.
was kind of novel in maybe a little short.
I will actually say I kind of got disappointed at the end, but it's still a good chapter.
Interesting. Okay.
I enjoyed it. It's a very, very good chapter, in my opinion. I enjoyed the two-parter, even though it's not as neatly wrapped up as chapter 5.
Kairos,
Um,
what are your thoughts?
Uh, I don't know. I liked it. I feel like it had better flow. Maybe I don't know. It's so many words. It feels kind of like a slow burn,
Yeah, I can kind of see
but
that.
Maybe at times, but in general, I think it was pretty action-packed, this chapter.
As far as
I
written literature goes, it was okay enough at sort of, I feel like, keeping a tense pace going.
yeah, I think it definitely kept its tension.
Yeah.
It's just I feel like there were breaks in the action where he whined about his feelings
Well, it's murky.
and
That's like
Yet,
cried.
that's
Yeah.
half his personality.
yet again, we have to listen to the protagonist cry about his feelings instead of getting to the actual stuff that matters, like corpses.
I mean, that's the
Exactly.
beginning of every chapter, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
has Murky been shot yet?
Yeah, Murky
Yes,
was shot
the
trying
first
to go
chapter.
through.
Oh
That
yeah,
wasn't the
yeah.
first
He got
chapter.
shot.
No.
Sorry, second chapter, whatever.
All right, fair
Yeah.
enough. He needs to be shot again. Like,
Well, you're right. One anti-material rifle round wasn't enough.
It wasn't
How?
Well,
an
clearly he's still
anti-material
here.
rifle.
I mean, to be
It was a
fair,
BB gun or something.
if Murky gets hit with an anti-material round, Murky explodes.
Right?
Like, there's
Yeah.
no
No,
more
I
Murky.
do think they specifically mentioned that. What's the
It's
bodyguard's
Mucky
name?
number 7 at that point.
I can't remember the bodyguard's
Specifically mentioned
name, but
he
yeah,
thought it was
Regina.
an anti-material
Regini. Yeah.
rifle, but wasn't.
Yeah, it was
That's
a
okay.
rifle, but it wasn't the
Yeah,
anti-material rifle.
I think they might have clarified that it was like a smaller caliber because
When
I
when
mean
you
it
saw
seems like a lot of the
Kairos
Griffins
bragging
are
about
just wielding bigger
when you saw talking
calibers.
about 9mm as
No, 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 no,
anti-material.
no. Murky was shot, and he was like, "I've been shot by an anti-material rifle," and Regini's like, "It's just a BB gun, bro. You're all right. Shrug it off. Doing okay."
Walk it off, champ.
I mean, it did like rip through his entire body, so it was one hell of a BB
I mean, it's Murky.
Yeah, it's not hard to punch through a sheet
gun.
of paper.
He also had
As it turns out, lung tumors not good for structural integrity. Uh,
Um,
but getting back to
so
this chapter,
as we start off, we learn, well, slowly we start to get piecemealed the little threads of what this vault's. I mean, in true Fallout style, all vaults are fucking death traps. But by the end, obviously we find out some other things, but at the start, really, really cool. I like how they introduced the I guess mechanic, yeah, is a bit sterile to describe it as, but the mechanic of the vault, where if you're in a room and Pip-Boy happens to be turned on or turned off, maybe too, I think is noted.
If it sends out a signal,
Yeah.
Also, that
Then
was last chapter.
oh, that's true. But
that was
it's
last
still
chapter.
doing that.
Well, it's clarified more in this chapter, I feel.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, they
clarified
actually
more.
explain how it ended up happening that way.
Yeah,
That's
which
But we
true. It's
haven't
been a
gotten there
while.
yet.
contrary to Fallout fashion, it was entirely an accident nobody wanted to have happen.
Which is really fucking tragic. That it. I honestly, so I think I'm sensing some pretty divided opinions. I got depressed. Like that made me. I always hate like that is my favorite part of Fallout is stumbling on a tragedy and realizing all of the pieces that fit together to make the tragedy happen.
I don't think
Eh,
it's a tragedy.
the
It
No?
is.
the scientists from the ministry were entirely disconnected from reality and completely unwilling to accept that the rest of the people in the stable had genuine concerns.
Well, hey, wait,
I
Well,
feel like
to
this
be
is
fair,
practically entirely on them.
wait. To be fair, the scientists were like, if these people won't understand what we're doing, and they'll kill us all because they're stupid idiots. And it turns out because
Well,
by not disclosing it, they kill them all.
so it wasn't quite that. It was because it started with like there were suspicions of an intelligence breach in one of the places where a lot of the residents had been previously employed. And so that was mentioned as being a determining factor in the fact that you couldn't like or that they were unwilling to share information about what was going on
Okay,
because
but
their projects were well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, that's completely irrelevant. Once the bombs drop, it doesn't matter who's on what side. It's like there's no sides left. All the sides are gone.
also like the
You know.
ministries seem to always get depicted as pretty large employers. I feel like oh there was a suspected sympathizer in the in this city. Yeah, that probably happens like
Mhm.
5 times a fucking day. It's not an excuse.
I mean, and honestly, it probably took the ministries by surprise because you have Buck, the Earth Pony, Wings, the Pegasi, and then you have Zebra McZeberson, the Zebra Pony, and really no one just could have seen it coming that it was the Earth Pony that traded them all along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not pretend like the ministries were ever really that accepting.
I mean,
I think isn't
I
it
was
lore that the zebras were expelled after tensions started, something like that?
I know nothing.
I don't remember enough of baseball Equestria to say, but sounds right. Also, we know that Applejack's friendship with Zecora like directly basically led to that situation.
Oh,
Because
that's a piece I don't
because they
remember.
were like,
Interesting.
yeah, it was like I'm pretty sure like Steelhoof talks about it because it's like the rest of her own ministry basically saw her as a sympathizer and worked behind her back before how that all culminated.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
I need to
Because
do
they're
time to
like,
finish the reread of Thurston.
like, what the fuck? You have a zebra friend? Oh, oh, can't be having that. This is 1920s America. I mean, Equestria.
Wait, 1920s, isn't that more like Red Scare?
I don't fucking. I'm Australian. I don't know what you fucks do over there. Apart from kill all the people.
1920s?
I was just
Yeah.
choosing an old. Fine, 1950s. Is that better? Actually, no. That would have been even more Red Scare.
Yeah, that would be better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Red
Well,
Scare.
I don't know. I was just going with certain.
The stripes?
It's
The
clearly a
the stripes
racial
ones.
divide.
Well,
Which is, well, I mean, it's an interesting kind of twist on it because for for America's Red Scare, I guess it was a racial divide slightly. Like, I don't know of many Russian people that were ousted, but I could imagine that's actually an interesting question to catch up on after the podcast. But
I mean, we're all forgetting the little Japanese internment camps during the
oh, that's
1940s.
true.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was just a world war. Things happen in
Is
world
it
wars.
is it canon where the zebras put in internment camp?
I mean, probably right. I don't know. We at this point have to go back and finish doing a reread of the original Foally
So-
Equestria, but hey, Project Horizons probably goes into excruciating detail. I don't remember, but it probably does, right?
Circling back around a little bit, so the Vault ponies, they suspected that the scientists were up to something, went to basically interrogate them. I do like the miscommunication moment, because I love that part of war where both sides get an idea about something. So wasn't it like they came across one scientist and quickly shoved him in a side area, but turned off the camera as they were meeting him?
Yeah, so
So-
they
And so the
panicked and
scientists
they
They
walked
thought that
in.
they
shut out
killed
the
him.
camera. So the scientists, they lose the
Yeah.
camera feed, and the last thing they hear is gunshot, and they're like,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
I don't care. It's still their fault. Like, literally, they
I
were
mean,
ripping
yes.
apart stable systems for whatever it was they were doing down in their labs. People were genuinely right to be concerned.
I mean,
And
to
then
be
they
fair, it
react
wasn't like-
incredibly poorly. Like, oh,
was not-
well, it's okay. We'll just set up an automated system that'll react to pit bugs and fucking decompress entire areas of the vault. No way that could backfire.
No, look, there was probably some reason they set that up, but it was not their fault that the rebels, as a first act, linked every single pip bug in the entire fucking vault to the same hardware idea, whatever that was. So the fucking vault computer thought everyone was in all rooms and they had to vent the fucking
Okay,
vault.
but the scientists developed
not
a
their fault.
protocol that just effectively indiscriminately went, is a pit boy activating in this area? If yes, vent the fucking air.
I mean,
Like,
that's
what
pretty
if,
smart.
I don't know, what if
So-
some fucking,
hold up,
like,
hold up.
Philly goes,
no, they
and activates their pit bug
programmed
somewhere,
No,
and just
no,
gets
if you burn
decompressed in the bathroom.
if you burn popcorn in the stable cafeteria microwave, you deserve to die, okay? You immediate execution, no judge, no jury, instant death.
I will point out they literally programmed that when the rebels were kind of going around, this wasn't like built into the vault. What was built into the vault was the ability to vent a room, which, as pointed out, yeah, for firefighting actually makes sense.
Wait, no, actually, sorry, I had a thought.
No, it doesn't
Why
make
does it
sense
make
for
sense? Well, it's made out of
firefighting.
metal.
Yeah,
well,
metal can
I mean, it's-
burn at high enough temperatures, but it doesn't make
no,
sense
no,
because
steel beams cannot reach a temperature where they burn.
Okay.
all right, buddy, but
So
it doesn't
That's a
necessarily
joke.
make
The court
sense.
record of joking.
There's probably going to be a significant number of materials in a stable that could provide their own oxidizer and keep burning. Just venting the air in an area is not a guarantee of fire go out. Especially
Yeah,
given
yeah,
that
but
the stables are supposed to be self-sustaining, so they would presumably have a lot of probably really fucking nasty chemicals somewhere. Also, this is, again,
Yeah,
like,
and they would
1950s
presumably have-
America in Ponyland. I don't think that they
I could
have
see it.
started fireproofing things as well as we have yet.
I could
Well,
see
they
it
would
for two
also have a
rooms.
limited supply of oxygen, and you wouldn't want that to burn, so you'd want to put out the fire as fast as you can.
I could
And
see
the
it.
fastest way to do that is evacuate the atmosphere.
I mean, is
I
that
will
I
say
could see
that
it
the
for two
case, though?
rooms.
I thought most vaults, and by extension stables, were pulling air from outside and filtering it. Same with the...
I mean, I don't
So-
know.
The
So
outside will be
Fallout lore
radioactive.
Fallout lore does pull air from outside vents. You can find several vaults, at least in Fallout 3, that have air vents, little
Yeah.
parts on the outside. That air is brought in and then filtered.
Because there's no fucking way you are going to be able to recycle the same air for 200 years. There are going to be losses.
So
Everything in there is going to oxidize.
They have
So
little
wait.
bulkheads there to.
Yes, I was gonna say,
recycle
I see this.
oxygen.
I see the justification for two rooms. You would want a vent program for your orchard, because if that's gone, you're turbo fucked. And I would see it for the room where they store 2,357 missiles in like a pile. You would probably want to vent that room too.
Yeah, but
I mean,
there's
I still see it as kind of a valid option to actually do firefighting because it would be relatively simple and it would be almost guaranteed to work, other than
I mean-
for like very aggressive chemical fires where you can take your other precautions for.
I mean,
But
regardless,
like,
it
it would be a
sounds like.
way.
I was gonna say
Uh,
it sounds like this is something that they installed after the fact anyway, because they do mention that the scientists have been fucking with the fire suppression systems. So I don't think it was built into
Yeah.
the
It
stable
probably
originally. I
it
think this is
probably
a Ministry of Magic special
they,
order.
they were probably fucking around with the system trying to control it, yes, so they were probably doing some shady shit. But on the other hand, I can see the system being installed at least as plausible as just this is a normal
Wait,
vault.
Because it's a quick and
Is
easy firefighting solution.
yeah. Is someone getting a different read here? Because my read is just that like this was the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Like I thought that all of the scientist ponies changes were positive. They just didn't seem positive because they didn't explain why.
Well,
They
Well,
built the
yeah, because
positive
the
changes on each other
morons,
and
maybe.
then
and
ended up
instead of holding like a
building them.
simple like town hall meeting kind of thing, being like, hey, there's a lot more of us in the stable than this place was supposed to support. We're making these
Yeah.
widespread sweeping changes because we need to be able to sustain the larger population. Broadly speaking, this is what we're doing. And
They're
also, like,
testing the
we're
cognitive
working on continuing some non-weapon related spells. Yes, we're being secret
We're
about it.
testing.
It's classified,
We're
but it's not
testing.
weapons. I imagine that probably
We're
will have
testing the
calmed a lot of people down.
We're testing the cognitive effect of playing Rickroll to wake up every pony in the vault every day.
It has to be studied for science.
And then your room's gonna be vented and you're gonna die.
Everyone wakes up to Rickroll. Everyone falls asleep to Caramel Dancing.
You have my support. You have my funding on
I
this.
would say this is almost a Shakespearean tragedy that happened in the world. Like,
No.
you have the rebels who kind of like try to explicitly be, we're not gonna actually hurt anyone. We just want to be.
And their
protectors."
intentions are misunderstood.
And their intentions are misunderstood. So due to the way both sides have acted without the knowledge of what the other side is doing, they end up killing everyone.
Yeah, it's the fog of war mistake where both sides have an idea of something, but their idea is missing the other side's perspective of the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did also
Ooh,
kind of
God,
appreciate
can I?
the audio recorder thing that was kind of going
Well,
on.
yeah, that's what I was when I said
Yeah.
at the start of this that it was a novel. It was quite novel. I liked that it was directly following the footsteps, listening to a recording. I feel like it's a nice way of doing vault exploration. You can follow in the footsteps of the last survivors.
It's
I
also
say
a
last
really good,
survivors. It was kind of everyone was alive, and then 30 minutes later, everyone was dead. So
Yas?
It was also like a really good way to have him follow him because he can't read. He doesn't know where the orchard is or
Yes.
where the science
Uh,
are.
just staring at a signpost that
What's his name?
says.
Is it Barb? Barb leaves him a book, and then Murky's like, "I can't fucking use this," and Barb's like sighs deeply, and all right, I gotta start leaving this little idiot fucking audio recordings.
Mm-hmm.
Murky just like
I
looking
will
up at
say,
like a signpost that's like this way to exit an untold riches and technology that will make sure that you don't get beaten for failing to meet quota. And Murky's just like, damn, I wish I could read.
That
So-
sign can't stop me because I can't read. Literally.
I really maybe someone else understands my vibe here, but I really love in Fallout where so Fallout is really wacky and zany, but it does take the
It's
wacky and zaniness seriously. I love in Fallout when they kind of hint at something outside the realm of normal perception because it seems I take it like it hits me just harder. And explaining what I mean is Murky comes across what he thinks is a ghost but isn't a ghost, and then he comes
Bob
across something
doing
that
weird
but
shadow
then
unicorn
it
magic
kind
shit.
of I do love that it does continue to hint and eventually more outright confirm that something actually paranormal is happening.
Mm.
Yep.
Damn, this ghost is acting really corporeal for an incorporeal being keeps leaving me recordings. Wonder what's up with that.
And the
Honest-
fucking timing
honestly-
on the recording of being like, oh, who left a fucking scooter in the hallway? And then Murky hits a scooter.
That was great. Honestly, I will say I was kind of disappointed with the resolution that the ghosts weren't ghosts, but it was just some.
Well, no,
raiders
but
with
they're
assholes.
Oh wait, no,
but there
there's,
are
There was
there's
the
ghosts.
one
there's
ghost
6
that
raiders
was a
and 1
ghost.
ghost. Yeah, there's 6 raiders and 1 ghost.
Wait,
Because
did I
there's
misread
the
that? Because
well,
my
Yeah,
impression was
so-
very much that there was.
Well, yeah,
No,
but the
no, no,
raider
no.
who was about to fucking like kill Murky.
So there was
yeah.
so the thing that there was a thing that was there, and that was the thing that was moving the bell around that Murky saw.
Mm,
The scooter bell that was in his pocket went ding ding a couple times.
Yeah, and then
or it did that when the raider was going to kill him, when it was him and the 2 raiders and then Glimmer, and she was tied down trying to deal with the other one, and then the guy came after him and he yelled, and he described it as being a sound that he didn't think he could make, and then
Yep.
the raider looked behind him and took off running, and that was
And-
way before Brimstone showed up.
I mean,
So there was
And unlike-
something behind him.
And unlike
mean-
Fallout, magic is a bit more prevalent in this system, or in this setting, and they kind of explain that maybe this is just the residual effects of fucking intense memory magic, like that the memory has taken root and exists beyond life and death, which is I don't know. I really enjoyed that.
I mean,
Well,
what's his
honestly,
name? The teacher who was leading the group who was the last survivor.
Sandy something.
Sandy Cheeks. Cockwall. No.
There you
Sandy
go.
Cheeks. What is this?
Um,
What is their kitty mark?
He's a pottery guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
honestly, I
we
will
always
say
know what you're best at.
the resolution that the raiders were pretending to be ghosts, it all felt a bit cheap to me. I would have enjoyed it more.
It
I
did-
think if the ghosts were like if there
I
was if the ghosts that Murky encountered were entirely real, and maybe
So-
it toned down a bit, because at the end they kind of got a bit silly with it.
I fully agree. I was kind of butthurt for like half a second. I mean, I was typing in our group chat. I was like, "This chapter is great. Never mind, it's shit. Never mind, it's great again." Because I liked the idea of something paranormal fucking happening, and then they were like, "Actually, it's not paranormal." But then you slide into the last second and be like, "Actually, there's
It
one
is
ghost.
paranormal.
It is slightly paranormal. Imagine, if you will, a vault full of
Fuck's sake.
traitors."
I mean,
Yeah,
I think
skulls.
it's still paranormal.
His name is
just
Skulls.
because it's only one ghost doesn't make it any less paranormal.
But, I mean, it's a ratio of paranormality. There's just stinky raiders who are really good at sneak and have stealth boys. Or do they have? No, they just
No,
have stealth
no, they
magic.
don't.
Well,
They're just
Barb
stealthy.
has stealth magic at the very least. I think the others are just
No
really
stealth ones.
sneaky.
Yeah,
Also,
and that's why they look like ghosts.
Is actually, hold on. We need a bet. Is Murky gonna learn how to read before the end of this book?
No,
No,
I hope not.
absolutely not.
maybe like a few sides.
Yeah, he probably learns how to read a few like important words like
No.
Well,
Actually,
it's
can I-
not like
hold on,
read
hold
them,
on.
but like be able to recognize
Hold on.
them. Like being able to recognize radiation is an important one to recognize.
Well, that's a symbol. He should be able to recognize a fucking.
Well, yeah,
symbol.
but you're not always going to come
He
across a
learns to
symbol.
read, but he never learns to count.
I mean,
Oh yeah, he also doesn't know how to count. Oh, I forgot. I can only
counts.
count
I
to
mean,
4.
numeracy is far more common than literacy. I mean, that even goes back millennia. So
So there's a
I'm
good
pretty sure
chance,
Murky can count.
There's a good
No,
chance
he's just dumb.
his counting is actually a reference to Terry Pratchett's Discworld, because that's how trolls will count. They do one too many
Oh.
dots. That's funny.
Interesting.
But also, can I just say something about his supposed illiteracy and supposed how uneducated he is? Because the way Fuzzy's trying to make it clear, at at least what I got is like when Mookie tries to use like a fancy word like philosophical, right? There was a point in the book, and I was like, no, he's heard the word before. It couldn't be like the way Fuzzy's trying to make it appear makes me think that Mookie read the word but doesn't know how to pronounce it, so he doesn't know how to think about it and how to use it. But it's the other way around. He must have heard the word in order to use it. So
So
it doesn't
that
work.
is,
Yeah.
Counterpoint, he's 12.
I will say that is a really tough disconnect as a writer. Given that the book is all from Murky's perspective, Murky shouldn't know half of the words. I mean, honestly, because I had that thought, I wanted to control a philosophical and go back and check what words have been used in the chapters thus far. I imagine like it's got to suck as a writer to know or to write a character that can't use words, but you want to use those words in writing the character's perspective. Like Murky's probably internally thought words so far that I think count as words that Murky shouldn't know. Does that make sense?
I mean, there was
Yeah,
literally a
actually,
There's a
thing in the
Yeah,
in
it's not
the
counting.
memory that Glimmer shows Murky. There's literally like a line where he's like, "My host." Wait, how do I know that word?
Yeah, I remember.
Because obviously he's
That-
getting
that is
the
interesting, actually, yeah.
memories from Glimmer.
But also, hold on. First of all, I'm pretty sure philosophical is before that, but I might be wrong. Second of all, this whole book is happening as probably a memoir, right? You get that right. So him using words to describe, if he's learned them later on, that's fine. But during the actual time when he thinks to himself, philosophical, that doesn't work.
I
That's
mean,
my
look,
understanding.
it's. I feel like it's a small trip up
Oh.
in the writing
Yeah.
we've noticed, but
Yeah, it
If
it is
screams
difficult
out at me.
to write
if you really
something when
wanted
you're
to
trying
do
to put
this,
yourself in the mind of someone who just lacks a skill that you have.
it would
Especially
be a
one who's
huge
critical.
pain in the ass, but if you really wanted to do this, what you would do is you would use a dictionary by reading level, and then you would limit yourself to words in that, and then write a script to double check your writing that it only contains words in that reading level, and that would be an incredible pain in the ass.
Okay, but
It would be.
that's also a reading level as defined by like a modern society.
Yeah, true.
Like, there's going to be a lot of bias in that.
So
I
what
don't,
do we
I,
do with revenge
I don't
for
know.
today?
Like, do you think the
It is
average like 6-year-old's reading level includes like the word, fuck? Because I'm pretty sure it would in this setting.
I mean, he doesn't say that, so.
Because he's a small sobbing Pegasus pony. This has been established.
Yeah. Well, actually, so sorry, Murky's vocabulary improbably includes almost all swears because he's only grown up around raiders.
Well,
Well,
slavers.
no, he hasn't grown. No, he hasn't grown up around raiders. He's grown up around slavers. That's a difference.
That's
One of
yeah,
them
that's
thinks
his
they're
general
better than the
past
other.
of stability. You're right.
One of them thinks they're better than the other. That's the only difference. Was it like chapter like 5 or 6 where he's like, you just want his death. I want his entire life. But
Oh
I think,
yeah. Chain link.
yeah, shackles. You mean?
Hmm.
What did we so we kind of touched on it in a bunch of places, but what did we not like?
Well, obviously, the reveal that the Raiders are just playing for the Halloween horror movies inside that world.
So also, yeah, it's so Barb got down there. Barb figured everything out. Barb found the relevant audio files. Barb then set up or saw that Murky was down there and then started littering the audio files. Barb's really just having like a fun time with this little Murky pal. Like he's putting a lot of work into this.
Bub's a strangely philosophical raider.
Little jokester, yeah.
Yeah, he's
I
like
mean,
he's like talking about like, yes, they feared each other and they were driven to terrible ends, and it's like, buddy,
So
like, you wanna like rip out organs? You wanna rip out some organs? Not acting very raider
Brimstone
like.
asked all of his raiders to count, and the top 4 people that counted the highest got to be generals.
How high did Barb count? At least to 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably about 6.
Well, they don't have fingers, so it's not like they can exactly count to like 10 or 20 with toes. The average rating count to 4 tops probably, right?
No, yeah,
No,
you have to remember
5
ponies
because
don't have
4
fingers.
and
They have magnetism.
let's not get into
Pony
trying to
hooves
figure
work by
out.
Let's get
magnetism.
into the hooves. This
No, because they don't work by magnetism.
In season 1, in the sleepover episode, Applejack roasts marshmallows with 3 sticks protruding from her hoof. How does she hold them?
What part of a stick is magnetic?
Magnets,
Good
how do they
question.
work?
Elf pony magic. Next question.
I mean, the only like convincing argument I've seen for an explanation is like the
The only convincing argument you've seen about pony hooves? Continue, sorry.
no, you know those like grabbers in industrial settings that it's like a it's like
Oh, yeah.
it's basically like
Yeah,
it's like a stress ball that they basically deform around what they want to grab and then pull a vacuum so it grips
I
it.
almost spit out my Coke. They're like Play-Doh hands. They got like sticky Play-Doh on the bottom of it that wraps around shit.
I'll send you a thing. I'll send you a thing after this, but it's like the only like convincing argument I've seen for like how it works because it's not fuck off. It's not magnetism, and it's clearly not just them like clenching their fucking like I don't know what the term for it is like the
bone?
yeah.
It's not quite bone. It's what is the fingernail made out of?
A frog.
It's very similar.
Keratin.
No.
Keratin.
Yeah. It's very similar to keratin.
Yeah, like clearly there's
Big
something.
nail.
Clearly
Just a
there's
big nail.
something going on with the frog with their foot, and weird industrial grippy things is the only thing I've seen that's convincing argument.
He's got the grippers.
I mean,
the grippies.
I'm not danning that for a response. I remember what I was going to say
That's a
before,
response.
which was going off with the vocabulary thing. I do have, because like clearly, with this whole thing of it's been established several times now that Mackie won't say fuck. I gotta wonder at what point he's driven to use it for the first time. What pivotal moment will it reveal itself?
Yeah, the Chekhov's murky fuck gun. Like, when is it going to be used?
Why do you have to phrase it like that?
Last chapter.
Last chapter.
Last chapter.
It's
What
like,
are we? A League of Legends?
okay, vote in favor of removing Vest from the podcast, despite them being the way set it
Vote
up.
for no. Vote for Yoss's phrase to be used. If he gets a party of 7, he has to say, "We're the murky number 7."
If that happens, I'm leaving this podcast.
It will be the last chapter though, so you can't leave the podcast.
It's just gonna be like
offer.
If it were like a movie adaptation, it's just like at the very ending, like the last 10 seconds, you know, they're all triumphant, the music is swelling, and Murky just smiles and says fuck quietly under his breath.
Yes.
That's how it ends.
Mega spells are a direct result of their research, right? Storing spells for other people to use.
I mean, so that's different from a mega spell, but
yeah.
Hang on, let me bring up the when they're discussing it, because I gotta read it again. I don't know if it was that they were saying that the mega spells came first and this is a variation on it, or if this came first and they derived the mega spells from it, because this whole thing of
mega spells came first.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because like they're literally describing the prototype like spell orbs as like, yeah, we don't have many of them, but we're working on them. Like that.
Yeah, they wanted to be able to store a mega spell, but they were just now getting to the point of storing regular spells.
I mean, they had stored mega spells. That's how how the apocalypse ended.
Yeah. No, the balefire bombs were different. They were alchemy. They were zebra alchemy. Now, Equestria retaliated with mega spells, which were cast actively from like.
Okay,
Didn't
yeah.
Tin Pony
No, you're
have a
fine.
giant casting site? Like,
It's been way too long since I read it.
I don't
probably read
remember.
it.
I think Tin Pony had a casting site at the top of it, which was
Yeah.
designed for multiple people to cast together to make a mega spell. And they
I
had
will
several
say,
sites like that where they fired back when the bombs went off.
I
I
will
think you
say,
might be
my
right,
brain
yeah.
is rotten. I have been discussing Fallout 3 before, and then included lore that was Fallout or Fallout Equestria lore and not Fallout 3 lore.
You have just merged the two in
The-
your brain.
I mean,
yes,
they're basically canon with each other, you know.
And
That's how
yeah,
they're supposed to be.
until Todd Howard himself comes out and says otherwise. I want
wait,
Todd
there,
Howard to be forced to address Fallout Equestria.
there's got to be a Todd Howard pony. Where is he at?
I don't need to see this.
It just
I mean,
works.
I could probably get
Murky,
on Derpy and find it.
look at Murky. You
Ah,
fit
Jesus
16 times the
Christ.
suffering in this little pony.
16 times more detailed.
Slaps the roof of Murky. This bad boy can fit so much suffering and agony.
And he will let you know every page.
He's not whining, he's complaining.
No, it's
You know
still
what?
really not.
We gotta hope for the biggest redemption arc because I think Murky's starting to edge on us a little bit with the whining.
Actually, hold on. Let me circle back to that because do you notice the pony references, like other than the fact that they're all horses?
I'm sorry.
Like all the little phantom jokes that are present in the chapter.
No, if I've missed them, you should list them.
I don't remember them offhand, but they exist. And like,
You gotta take notes.
Hey, I think I'm misunderstanding. What do you mean? Because
No.
it's Fallout Equestria, 99% of it is just references to the fact that they're all horses.
No, I'm talking about like the jokes that the fandom really liked. Like I really like Remain, for example. That was in the first or second chapter. You know, basically, I just every time I encounter one of those, I'm like, I cringe a tiny bit, but also, yeah, it's a product of its time. That's what it is.
I mean, to be fair, the point of a reference is sorry. I hate in video games when I'll use the example in Skyrim when you go to the top of the throat of the world, you find an axe called the Notched Axe. I think a reference should someone who doesn't know, they should be able to miss it, and someone who does know, it should be able to be like appreciated. Some of them are too on the nose, and I think that's where it becomes insufferable.
I mean, the Notched Axe. It's just
I
a
didn't know there was a
unique. It's just
reference to
a.
anything.
It's Minecraft,
Minecraft.
not Notch Pearson, the
Not
horrible person that he is.
Oh,
Yeah, like I feel like that one is pretty subtle because if you don't know who, why do they
I
say
also
Notch?
don't know if I've
Why do
ever
they
picked it up.
say Notch Pearson? That's the name, Marcus Pearson.
I know this is the bottom of the barrel, but like in Borderlands 2, you can find an actual just creeper.
Okay, yeah, but that's
Never
not
played it.
subtlety.
Yeah, but it is Borderlands, so it's not. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be subtle. But that's. I appreciate like subtle references.
Yeah. Hey, have you considered playing the critically acclaimed online MMO Final Fantasy 14? They have like billions of subtle references.
You know what? I'll play Final Fantasy 14 when you play Elder Scrolls Online, or no, Fallout 76.
I
because
played
that's
Elder
closer.
Scrolls Online. I played it.
Fallout 76. I changed my
I've
mind.
played
Play that one.
Fallout 76. I've played
Oh,
both of those.
okay, well.
You're not winning this.
I
Better
take an L. I got ratioed. I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
better install Fallout 14. Better install Final Fantasy 14 then. You've lost. I finally got you.
Fallout 14.
I think we're a few years off Fallout 14 yet, although they did just jump to 76, so maybe not as far off as I thought.
Yeah, what are they gonna do when they reach Fallout 75? Like, what are they gonna call the next one? They can call it Fallout 77.
Well, I hope
or...
by then I'm long fucking dead, so I don't have to see what the series has become.
They're gonna call it Fallout 2000.
No.
Fallout Series
I
X.
see. We're going back
No,
to mid
use
2000s naming
use
conventions.
Xbox naming. It'll be Fallout 1
Yep.
to really fuck with
Fallout 1.
people.
Fallout
Yeah, but
Series
the
X.
one will be spelled out. It will not be a number. It will be Fallout ONE.
No,
But yeah,
please, God,
Fallout
no.
ONE, and it's gonna be some kind of stupid acronym.
I really want to know what like the methane content of the boardroom
Oh wait,
where people came up with the last like set of Xbox console names was, because they just must be incredibly high on their own fucking farts at that point.
I mean, look, they also came out with Windows 365, which is not to be confused with Office 365
Wait,
and Office 365 Enterprise. Those are
wait,
different
what the
products
fuck
too.
is Windows 365? I've not heard of this.
So you can just for like $200 a month, you get access to a virtual machine with.
Okay,
Windows
yeah,
on
so it's
it.
the same thing as Office 365. It's just subscription. It's a subscription
sorry.
Windows.
Subscription access to a gaming
Wait.
PC at Windows.
Sorry, wait. We're a Murky Number 7 podcast. I just
Yeah,
want
we
to
are
know.
in the weeds.
Well,
I wanna know,
it's someone's job to pull us out of the weeds, and they've been neglecting
I
it.
had a thought. I loved the perk that he got because it was really fitting for the chapter. Galloping with ghosts, drifting from shadow to shadow, you are that thing that leaves those in the light wondering what they are facing. Are you even real or not? Or are they simply all in their imagination? It fits.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty
I
clear
will
again
say-
at this point that Murphy's not a real pony.
I
It
do
is a
hope
fictional
as a
story.
writer that Fuzzy is tracking the perks, because those are things that should change like what situations he can get out of with them.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kicked so many coins. That was a perk.
Bob's like, oh, we were gonna like bring him into our little group and teach him our tricks, but he fucked up and he didn't bring us any explosives, and he's just like, joke's on you, I'm gonna learn by myself.
I like how Barb's like, get me a grenade, and Murky doesn't get him a grenade within like 5 days or so. So then Barb's like, all right, I'm gonna kill you now.
Wasn't it like 2?
I mean, when you include like time that he wasn't on a fucking slab recovering from his injuries, it's probably like 3 hours.
This Barb guy is a really tough boss. He's kind of unfair.
Sounds like he's just trading your ass.
I mean, honestly, he's not a very raidery raider. I mean, I guess he is, in that he did something so horrific to two slaves that they just don't even give a description. They just are like, yeah, that's horrifying. But again, he seems too high-minded for a raider.
There is a feeding cats to coyotes joke here, and I will make it work eventually. Feeding Murkies to deaths, to sufferings.
I mean, really, it's just the gift that keeps on giving.
So they get out of the vault and they get freedom and live happily ever after, right?
Yep.
I mean, they also
Murky is free.
Oh,
Book ends.
we didn't touch on the creme de la creme, which is can one absolute beefcake beat a guy in power armor? Which
is apparently yes.
Yeah.
Only if you have
if we go by Fallout
distractions.
lore, those things are literal tanks that can take on 1,000 men.
Yeah, the issue is that Earth Pony is also a natural fucking tank.
Brimstone is a tank.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, he's the tank. Milky's the thief. Glimmer is the mage/support.
Artificer, thank you very much.
We're one away from
Artificer.
a full party comp. Now we need DPS.
What's the...
Well, they need a
Please
healer.
report
It's for a
Murky for
proper
injury.
party comp, but the only competent healer we've seen so
God.
far is a ghoul in a hospital.
All right.
So.
Any closing thoughts that we want to mention as we wrap up?
I enjoyed it. It's a very good chapter.
I hope
I also
I hope we get another
really
vault.
yeah. Also, I'm not sure about that, but I really enjoyed how he's out of it. Basically, he's escaping. Like I can't imagine reading about him going back to the damn uh, slave camp.
That's
Sentence
going to be the first thing that happens.
Sentence
Yeah, he's there for the
1,
next 5 years.
Chapter 8.
No, I
The
don't want to do
Griffins
that.
shot
That's
all
too-
the other.
No, I don't want to read about that. I want to read about him escaping because that's way more enjoyable. I think he's done everything he can in the slave camp.
But
Then
I
he
mean,
do-
we still do
is
we
him
still do
escaping
have
going
the
to give more
expectation,
suffering?
or at least the writing bet that does he ever leave Philadelphia? And it's hard for me to, because I think this is going to be like a microcosm story, and so it's just going to be in Philadelphia. I'll be really surprised if he happens to leave.
I mean, same, but also he's literally out of Philadelphia like now.
Yeah.
He's going to go outside, and they're going to
They're
take 4
in-
steps, and it's going to be Griffins. This is just going to be Griffins, all Griffins, and they're going to get marched back.
I just realized I muted in Discord for like the
Well,
last 2 minutes.
the Steel Rangers are going to clear out the rest of the vault, right?
I think they already did. They sent in killbots, didn't they?
I am fully expecting that the like first sentence of the next chapter is either the Griffins killed all the Steel Rangers and are waiting to take them back to the city, or the Steel Rangers drove off the Griffins and they're waiting with guns to kill them. There's no in between.
The 4 of them step outside, Murky gets shot. Murky's like, why do you always shoot me?
The 4 of them? Who's the fourth?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Always he was shot.
Oh, the
one
ghost is
time.
joining, right? New party member? No.
Oh, true.
Very true. I don't know. It was a good chapter. I feel like maybe I'm just kind of jaded on the gimmick of the vault because it's like, yeah, it's a good story, but I feel like
Well, I
I've
guess
just
the
read too
gimmick
many
was that there was
works
no gimmick,
where
right?
this trope has been done almost exactly. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's just me being jaded. It was good. I did like the use of the recordings. I did like the the paranormal elements.
So there is a vault that is basically this, but slightly in the real way. In Fallout 3, there's a vault where they flooded basically the air ducts with LSD, and so everyone tripped balls. And while you're in the vault, you see ghostly apparitions, and that's because you're tripping hard.
I mean, that's just Monday night. Like,
However, you're tripping hard, but you're seeing events that actually happened in the past. So it's in Fallout 3, it's got that edge of paranormal, and you're not sure how much of it is real or not.
Yeah. I don't remember that one, but I also don't. I haven't exhaustively played 3.
I haven't either. Only
Okay.
like
Don't lie to us. Hang on,
Maybe
hang on. Let me
I
pull up
remember.
let me pull up your Steam profile.
No.
It doesn't. It doesn't
No
show
witnesses.
how much he's played on.
You can't
on
hide from
Xbox.
this.
See, this is why I always make sure I'm set to invisible on Steam, so nobody can know that I still got Factorio open on my desktop.
Are you cheating on our podcast?
No, I'm merely.
Would
deciding
Oh
to
my
be
god.
patient.
This. Are you a fake fan?
So
I'm
remember,
looking
Fallout
at your
3
Steam
install is-
profile.
Fallout 3 Steam install is broken, so you have to mod it a little bit to get it to work. So
I
it
don't
doesn't
see
actually
it
accurately
listed.
report
I don't
hours.
see it listed here. It looks like you have more hours in Dead by Daylight than you have in New Vegas.
Okay, let's be
I
fair.
think we have to replace
New
Vez. They're
Vegas-
just a fake fan.
Let's be fair, but New Vegas doesn't have any good content in it to play, so it's only fair
And
that you only have a few hours
also,
of gameplay.
Excuse me.
Tale of Two Wastelands registers as Fallout New Vegas and not Fallout 3 for the court record to be found.
Okay, but you still only have 300 hours in New Vegas.
Well, I'm sorry that Steam doesn't report my Xbox 360 playtime.
Okay.
It's a skill issue.
Sorry that Steam doesn't report my entire childhood.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
no, it's
apologize for
alright.
that.
I found
It's my
another
bad.
reason. I found another reason we need to get rid of this. Over 800 hours in Siege.
No, that's
Ooh.
actually acceptable. I helped with that one.
Oh god,
You're skipping over
I'm
my
surrounded
2.5
by.
thousand hours in Melver Idle.
Well, it's an idle game.
Yeah.
God, I'm surrounded by horrible creatures. Please, get me out of here.
You know,
I have
Murky,
200 days of playtime in Antimatter Dimensions, so you'll have to shut that.
Murky number
Y'all,
7's kind of like a gotcha game if you think about it. He keeps getting gotchas and there's just more suffering.
Based.
y'all forgetting the many thousands of hours Vesta spent in League of Legends, and therefore the only proper punishment is death.
Your Honor, League of Legends.
Murky is so Amumu coded.
The
I
fuck
mean,
does
yes,
that?
but
The fuck
You
does
know,
that
I'm
mean?
really glad that I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm a
what
little
that
bit proud of
means.
myself.
We can
Amumu.
correct,
Pyros.
but
We can
it's
just pat
not
ourselves on the
gonna be-
back with a fucking league degenerates.
Amumu is a league
No,
champion that's
no,
a
no,
little
no, no,
mommy
no,
boy,
no,
and
no,
he's
don't
crying. He attacks by crying on people.
no,
He's crying constantly.
Don't explain it. Don't
You will
explain
be
it to
forcefully
me.
taught league lore. You will be taught league lore.
I'm gonna watch Arcane at some point. That's happening anyway. Don't make this worse for me than it is.
All right. Any last thoughts about Murky number 7?
He's really
Last
cool
thoughts.
and screams loudly and scares raiders.
The story so far does not seem to contain any Yuri, so I'm severely disappointed.
I mean, I feel like it will the moment Glimmer finds a settlement with women.
Wait, new bet. Does Murky get laid in this book? Does he get laid?
No.
Murky a child?
No.
Never mind. I revoke my statements. I do not stand by the comments made by Beth on the Murky number 7 podcast.
Cancel you now.
I condemn it, and I'm sorry, and I will live and learn and improve.
No, but actually, how old is Murky?
I'm gonna have to come over to your place now. And,
He can't count that high, so we don't know.
Here we go. TV Tropes has the answer. Word of God puts him anywhere between 14 and 21. Yeah.
Wait, he's 21.
Anywhere between 14 to 21.
He's old enough to drink.
Yeah, Germany.
Possibly. Yeah, in Germany. Not legal to drink here.
Well,
So we have, will Murky ever get a gun? Will Murky ever get free from Philadelphia?
Will Murky ever
Will
fly
Murky ever
somehow?
swear? No, that's not. Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
I hate to be tropey, but I do imagine yes at some point. But at the very
Oh,
end
it's gonna
of the
be
book.
very trippy. That's for certain.
Because I want his wings to be replaced with cyborg wings. Him to start flying and then to get shot again.
The blackjack
Well, it's important
treatment.
to have goals.
Well, okay. Well, clearly at some point, Murky's gonna get teased again by the possibility of getting a battle saddle.
Oh, does he get a battle saddle? Yeah.
Actually, no. I was gonna bring this up before. I did like the joke with it has no safety. His gun.
Oh
Yeah, is not safe.
Yes.
Is gun.
It's not safe. His gun. Thank
Perfect
you.
callback.
Thank you. Fucking.
Fuzzy.
What's it called? No, the
Russian guy?
Yeah, the Russian city in World Equestria. The not Stalingrad.
Oh. Trotgrad, something like that.
Yeah, thank you. Definitely not just Russian quartermaster ripped out of World War II history and put into a bunny fanfic for us.
We can't get Murky a battle saddle, but it's just going to be carrying pistols on it because that's all his weight can support.
That's right, baby. 2 BB guns. It's actually, they're not even going to be functional BB guns. They'll just be model guns. But like, when you got 2 real-looking guns aimed at you, you know, it's a bit spooky.
Oh, I will say, this is completely off topic, but as a footnote, in Fallout 3, when you get the BB gun from your father, you can turn around and start shooting him, and they had Liam Neeson record the line, "I brought you into this world and I could take you out of it."
Hang on, I gotta find this now.
It is perfect. It's perfection. I love it every time.
What's your father's name in 3?
Dad.
Daddy-o.
Daddykins.
Father. I crave
In Fallout 3,
violence.
you wake up and say, "Ooh, I gotta find Daddykins. Time to leave the vault."
I brought you into this world. I think you know the rest. Fucking Christ. Oh, that's
They
an
do it
incredible
because
voice
they,
line.
back when Bethesda cared about actions you can take and then consequences for them. I mean, it makes sense if a player turns around and starts shooting the people with the BB gun. There are special voice lines for it.
The Lone Wanderer truly is the shithead child that gets BB gun immediately starts doming people. Oh, God. Okay.
Okay, rate out of 100%. How are we feeling enjoyment wise out of 100?
Of the series or this chapter?
Out of the book so far. I mean, I'm at a solid 80%.
Yeah, 80, 85.
I'm putting it like a 70 right now.
There's definitely a lot more room for it to improve than for the score to slide, I feel.
At least shit's happening now, so I'm happy.
I mean, he can't like whine more, can he? Like there is,
Yes,
yeah.
he can.
Yeah, he could be
Can.
What are you
playing
talking about? Of course he can.
It could definitely be worse.
All right.
I'm enjoying
Kairos,
What?
well, how do you
Answer
feel?
the
You like
goddamn
it so far?
question.
Oh, probably 68.
All right. Wait, why 68? Why not 1 point more?
it. Because then it would be nice.
Yeah, then it would be. Yeah,
Then it
then
would
I'd have to
lose
deal
like
with that.
69% is 100%.
Kairos is like, yeah, this is like a Steam game I'd buy at a 90% discount, not more.
Well,
It's a perfect 7 out of 10.
To our prospective listeners, of which there are currently 0 because someone still hasn't uploaded the episodes and I need to poke him about it. Thank you for listening and join us next time with chapter 8, which is called The Virtue of Freedom.
Oh, whoa.
God, I hate virtues, like the worst fucking enemy.
Sounds like it's going woke.
And finishing recording.